Off and running, the Eagles not short on making moves. Most notable, they have been signing linebacker Devin White, wideout Devontae Parker, the return of defensive back C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and former division rival Saquon Barkley, whose daughter is pretty excited for the change in culture. Take a listen to this.
When I told her that we're going to be going to Philly, she kind of was just like, does that mean we're going to win now? And I just started smiling again. And I was like, hopefully we can win some more games.
Mina, before we get into the question, just your reaction to Saquon's daughter right there.
I mean, she knows ball. Where is the lie? She nailed it. Happy for him. Happy for her. Happy for Saquon.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, Stephen A., tell me this. Do you have more faith in Dak Prescott or Jalen Hurts?
Is that a trick question? Why the hell would I have more faith in Dak Prescott over Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts just got Saquon. Jalen Hurts still got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. And an offensive line that I would dare challenge is better than the Dallas Cowboys. Why on earth would I have an issue with Jalen Hurts, thinking that Jalen Hurts wouldn't be considered better off and having a reason to have more faith in Hurts rather than Dak Prescott? Of course I'm going to pick Jalen Hurts in this particular question, Mina, without question.
Why would you pick Dak Prescott? Because he played significantly better than Jalen Hurts last season would be my answer. I mean, by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. Dak Prescott, second in passer rating. Jalen Hurts, 20th. Dak Prescott, second in QBR. Jalen Hurts, 12th. Dak Prescott, second in completion percentage. Jalen Hurts, 15th. Jalen Hurts struggled greatly against the blitz, which of course kind of proved to be their undoing in the postseason we saw against Tampa Bay. Look, I do think Jalen can rebound from what we saw last season. I think he is a better quarterback than the one we saw for really much of the season, but particularly in the second half. However, Dak Prescott played quarterback at such a higher level than Jalen. Yes, the Eagles have a better offensive line, even with the loss of Jason Kelce. But last I checked, the Cowboys still have CeeDee Lamb, who is one of the best receivers in the NFL. I think this offense will be fine.
I am really, I've always enjoyed Mina on the show. And I enjoy her on the air.
Like it.
But I'm starting to enjoy you so much more because you're trying to get slick now. And I love folks who are trying to get slick on first take. Way to go. Because let me tell you something. I noticed how you left out how Jalen Hurts, I mean, you got Sirianni that lost both coordinators. Obviously, you're coming into last season. Things weren't the same. You weren't 100% healthy. You got injured, particularly against the Jets. You were hobbled throughout the second half of the season. But you left that stuff out, Mina. You left that stuff out. And I'm looking at Dak Prescott. And, oh, by the way, Dak Prescott, Mr. McCarthy, you just lied to Jerry Jones, lied to Jerry and Stephen Jones. I want to run the football more. I want to run the football more, okay? That's why you need to get rid of Kellen Moore. And then the minute Kellen Moore goes out the door, you ran the football every bit as much as he did. I'm just looking at all of those things. But here's what I love. They now have Kellen Moore as their offensive coordinator in Philadelphia last time I checked. Okay, and I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking about the weapons that they have available to them, and I'm saying to myself, excuse me, I expect this year to be better than last year. I expect Dak Prescott to go this way. I don't expect Jalen Hurts to go that way. That's where I'm at.
If the question was who is in a better situation, I might pick Jalen Hurts. Although I am confident somewhere in the First Take archives, there's probably a video of you, Stephen A., questioning the skills of Kellen Moore, who's their new offensive coordinator.
You are right.
The question was who do you have more faith in? I'm gonna on Kellen Moore. I am gonna go with the quarterback who played significantly better last season. I never
once said that Dak Prescott did not play better than Jalen Hurts. I know better than that.
Stephen, you know where I'm from, right? Yeah. Connecticut. You know where she went to school, Yale. It's pretty good.
I actually don't know where you're from, Molly.
Why does he have to when he's a great player and they can just watch games? Do you remember Virginia, BC, your pro days?
Oh, do I? Bruh, let me tell you something. My pro day, I remember former Bengals offensive line coach Paul Alexander. That dude tried to kill me on my pro day. He tried to kill me, man. This dude worked the hell out of me on my pro day, man. So that was like the one thing that really jumped out, from my pro day. But it was we had a pretty big crowd there. But Man, that was a long time
What do you mean he tried to kill you? What does that actually mean in football terms?
Bro, like all the
pace
because
of the workout,
because what happens is like these position coaches come to your pro days and everyone wants to see certain things. Everyone has different techniques or different things they want to see. So like Paul was like, he basically took charge of my workout and he had me doing all these type of crazy drills, and I mean, bro, I was like gasping for it, and I was in good shape. But he did tell me afterward, part of it, I just wanted to see, your stamina. I wanted to see what your stamina level was, making sure you were still working out and doing the things you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, they want to check out what's under the hood. They're going to pop the top and see what's happening with it, see what you're made of. I remember my pro day was actually at my high school because Virginia just was too early in the cycle. I had some injuries pre-draft. I was recovering from a knee injury. And so I had my pro day in April. 25 of the 32 teams showed up. And I'll remember this specifically. The D-line coach for the Giants, Mike Waffle, who I eventually ended up playing for, put me through a hellacious workout. Like to Damian's point, they want to see if you've been taking the pre-draft process seriously in terms of conditioning and getting ready for the NFL, because your approach to it tells a lot about your sports character.
Wait a minute. I have to ask something. So was that just for you, that workout?
Yeah.
And 25 of 32 showed up?
Yeah.
Do you remember the 7 that didn't, and does it bother you to this day?
No.
That's pretty impressive. 25 of 32.
Yeah.
Do you have any? Go ahead, Small.
Did you guys both leave your pro days feeling good about your performance and good about your draft positioning after that? No.
That's it.
He was ready to retire. It's like, I'm out.
Now, for me, I felt good because see, I worked out at the combine. I did everything at the combine, so I just felt like the pro day was just like that's just icing on the cake for me. So I feel good, regardless at my pro day.
See, Smalls, that's the difference between a first-round draft pick and a fourth-round draft pick.
All right, let's get into some of the things around the league. We were talking about Aaron Rodgers today and how, we all have kind of gone to that place of if Russell Wilson does not succeed in Pittsburgh or does not make the team, then he's probably not going to be a starter the next year. We, the three of us, have applied that same logic to Aaron Rodgers. If he does not succeed this year, at age 42, with all of the stuff he comes with, we don't know if he's going to be a quarterback in the NFL the year after. Where are you on this?
Yeah, listen, it would be hard for me to believe that Aaron Rodgers will fall off a cliff the way that, in that scenario. Obviously we know he's coming off the Achilles injury and all those type of things. And you look at all the upgrades that the Jets have made, whether it's the biggest being to me is the offensive line, just getting the protection that he needs. And obviously Mike Williams, I heard you guys talking about that. Man, but if Aaron Rodgers, think about this, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't play the way that the Jets envision him, everyone's gone. Everyone's gone. The coach, the GM, everyone's going to be gone.
Never to be heard from again.
And because it's literally, they've pushed their chips all the way in.
Yep.
All the way in. That's why I think like the draft, from their perspective, is so fascinating to see which direction they go.
So we had the pro day for Caleb Williams yesterday. Also, Ohio State had their pro day.
Yep.
Maserati Marvin Harrison Jr. decided that he's not going to work out. Him and his daddy standing on business. So it's about getting ready for the NFL season, not trying to show off in shorts and T-shirts. Your thoughts on not working out in the pre-draft process?
I tweeted out yesterday when I heard about Marv not doing it. I'm like, you know what? Great.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Because so much we hear so much from, coaches and front office. It's about the tape. It's about the tape. Well, guess what? He's like, okay, if it's truly about the tape, then I'm going to stand on business.
Ain't nobody got better tape than him.
Right.
No player in this draft.
Look what I've done at Ohio State with multiple quarterbacks. And my production actually got even more production last year when C.J. Stroud left. So that tells you all you need to know about the prospect. And and CC, this also, man, these front office pedigree matters.
Yeah.
They look at that like, oh, you're Marvin Harrison's senior son? Oh, that's going to factor in big time because they know like, okay, more than likely they're going to get them prepared right from the beginning, right at an early start. So I think when you wrap it all together, bro, he's still going to be, I think, a top 5 pick.
No doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of Caleb Williams' pro day yesterday, Keenan Allen there to support, which I thought was very cool. But what do you make about all of the moves the Bears have made for the situation that presumably Caleb Williams is going to walk into?
So when I talk, a lot of times when I talk about rookie quarterbacks, I talk about infrastructure, right? so much of these rookie quarterbacks' success lies in the infrastructure in which they come into. And you look at the Bears, look at where the Bears are compared to when they drafted Justin Fields. Mm-hmm. It's night and day. Like, they go out there, obviously last year they traded for DJ Moore, they traded for Keenan Allen, DeAndre Swift, they signed in free agency. They had started upgrading the offensive line. Obviously, they made the trade for Montez Sweat last year, which, by the way, paid huge dividends. Over the last 8 games, the Bears had the number 1 scoring defense in the National Football League. So when you look at all the things that the Bears have done, I mean, that's how you set up success for a rookie quarterback, because that's what these quarterbacks need.
I mean, you said all of the things they've done, the infrastructure is dramatically different. Is it, though? With the general manager and the head coach's job security? Like, that's the part that I go to first. Like, the job security, the general manager, and the head coach. Like, when the Bears drafted Justin Fields, it was Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace. Now it's Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus.
Yes.
Is it dramatically different? Like, if things go off the rails in year 1 with Caleb Williams as their quarterback, are we sure both of them are going to be back in 2025?
Yeah, listen, Ryan Poles, I just don't see a scenario in which Ryan Poles is not there. You know, we had conversations last year about Matt Eberflus, will he going to be there? Especially, I think the conversation, we were having those conversations because his specialty, the defense, wasn't performing well. Well, guess what? When they made that trade for Montez Sweat, everything seemed to flip. That's when the defense really started taking off. They got dogs on all 3 levels in their defense. And remember, this is a team that still has a bounty of draft picks this year, including 2, top 10 picks to really add to what they've already done.
So you don't think that either one of them should be on the hot seat?
Chào mừng đến với Bình Nguyên Vô Tận. Cả đội xông lên. Truly, we are all actors.
First blood! Enemy double kill! Dance with me. An ally has been defeated. Enemy ultimate.
Shattered dreams. Shunizu Bavauhor.
Your tower has been destroyed.
The night is young.
An ally has been defeated. Enemy double kill.
Minchung Horani Wing.
Shut down.
It burns! It burns!
Enemy onslaught. Enemy double kill.